Scottie Pippen Jr. making his postseason debut. His dad won 6 titles, played in over 200 playoff games. Of course, John Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr., and the rookie, Zach Edey. For the Thunder, Lou Dort, Defensive Player of the Year candidate. He'll be up against Morant, Shea, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, and Isaiah Hartenstein in his first season with the Thunder. This is SGA's 24th career playoff game. 1 series win. That was last year before they lost to Dallas in the conference semifinals. John Morant, his 20th career playoff game. 1 series win as well. That was back in 2022. Oklahoma City has won the last 9 meetings with Memphis by an average of 17 points per game. We'll see if that trend continues here in game 1. John Morant, 22 points in each of the 2 play-in games. Not on the injury report after being a game-time decision Friday with an ankle injury. Jackson missed the layup, got it back. And Bane all the way to the basket. You rarely see that from Oklahoma City, giving up a layup.
Well, that second shot put OKC into chaos mode defensively, because you rarely will see someone just get an easy, uncontested layup to start the game.
Jalen Williams, an all-star, might be all-NBA in his 3rd season out of Santa Clara. Can't knock down the jumper. Edey with a quick outlet. Pippen on the attack. And the Thunder get back. Pippen, one of the most improved players this year in the NBA, makes it 4-0 Grizz.
Good start, good pace there. They want to get the push, but you've got to play smart. Scottie Pippen pulled that out before he attacked.
Shea leans in and kisses it home off the window. 3rd straight year he's averaged better than 30 points. This twice, Kevin Durant 4 times. Morant's 3, no good. Here's Chet Holmgren, missed about half the season due to injury after playing at all 82 a year ago. Great pass, Hartenstein. He's an excellent passer, finds the cutting Jalen Williams.
Yeah, such a weapon from the top, and that's why their weak side cuts have become more impactful in their half-court offense because of the passing of Hartenstein.
Bane misfire on the 3, batted around and controlled by Holmgren. Thunder went 35-6 at home, best record in the league. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander missing a 3. Had his best season arguably from 3, but no good there. Durant right there to greet Morant. Pippen trying to help him out with a screen. Now Shea, who's an excellent defender, 5th in the league in steals. Working on Morant, who again draws a switch. Nice play. Shea got the block on Edey. And a jump ball before a shot clock violation.
This is a great delivery by John Morant. You see Edey with the switch, seals Shea, but able to still stay with the play and get a piece of that basketball from behind.
See how much time they put on the clock here. Yep, 0.7. So still enough time for a catch and shoot here for Memphis if they win the tap. And you would expect they would, but Shea's a pretty good leaper, but giving up about 8 inches to Edey. Bane grabs it, got caught in the air. Well defended by Jalen Williams to force that pass instead of a shot from Bane.
That's a perfect sign of the awareness that OK City has defensively. A lot of guys weren't going to be that aware to get out and contest that. Desmond Bane would have gotten that shot off. Not that that's an easy shot by any means, but he would have gotten that up on the glass and the rim potentially for an offensive rebound. That contest forces the violation.
Second postseason appearance for Jalen Williams. Played in all 10 games that the Thunder played in the postseason last year. Averaged about 19 points per game. They were the #1 seed last year, the youngest team ever to get the 1 seed. They're the second youngest team ever here in 2025, only behind the group that did it last year. Two and a half minutes gone by. Game tied at 4. Holmgren setting the screen. And And the pass off the mark from Williams, a turnover.
Just mistimed that. Chet wanted to pick and pop, but he wanted to pop a little bit higher. Jalen Williams thought he was going a little bit flatter toward the baseline. Miscommunication leads to the turnover.
Morant puts it on the deck, and a foul called on Edey on the screen.
Well, this is a factor and will be all day because you need to set good screens against all of this ball pressure. At that time, Edey didn't really have a great angle initially, slid a little bit and picks up an offensive foul.
Back-to-back turnovers by Memphis. And a foul called on Hartenstein over the back after the miss by Holmgren. That's the first foul on the Thunder.
Great positioning by Edey, and you're going to look, this is a different player than what they saw Oklahoma City in the regular season. Zach Edey has become a major factor for the Grizzlies. Averaged 14 boards a game in the 2 play-in games, so he's just a different element now that OKC is going to have to deal.
He's got an Oklahoma City foul as Pippen got knocked to the ground. It's on Jalen Williams, his first. Memphis won 48 games. That's only 2 fewer than the Lakers, who are the 3 seed. That tells you how tight things were in the West. That's Thomas Izolo. He is the interim coach, replaced Taylor Jenkins, who got fired at the end of March. Morant drains a 3, and that's a great sign for the Grizzlies if a 30% three-point shooter can make those.
Well, the 2 things that are going to be crucial today for Memphis, ball security and three-point shooting.
Gilgeous-Alexander got deep in a reach-in foul on Pippen. His first and the second team foul on the Grizzlies.
Well, you said it. This is a great sign for Ja Morant. He is a streaky, at best, three-point shooter. Has not had a lot of success against this team this season from anywhere on the field. He shot in that one, stepped into that one with great balance.
And this is what Shea does better than anybody. Get to the line and make free throws. Led the league in free throws made, 90%. Incredibly consistent. He had 49 30-point games, 13 40-point games, 5 50-point games, and only 1 game under 20 points. His fewest in a game was 18. The last player to do that was Michael Jordan back in 1989. That's the kind of company that SGA is in right now. Jaren Jackson Jr. misfire on the 3. Long rebound SGA. 4 points early on for Shea. Off the bounce, mid-range shot, no. Good box out by Jackson. That hit Edey in the face. Not sure if Bame is trying to throw that to Pippen.
He was trying to get that cross court to Pippen, and Edey unfortunately caught that one right off the right side of his head.
Hartenstein with a floater. He's got that float game down pat. And Oklahoma City with its first lead.
First chance to watch him release the doves. As I like to call it, it's so soft. He has perfected that 10-foot push shot.
That's a great description. Have not heard that. Love it. Here's Morant. Thought about it, but Jalen Williams, an excellent defender right there. Best defensive team in the league this year in Oklahoma City. And right on cue with a deflection by Hartenstein. Jackson was open in the corner, missed the 3. Edey, what a block by Holmgren. Turns away Edey at the rim. And now Holmgren going coast to coast. Missed the shot. Bodies hit the floor. Out to Shea. No good on the triple try. Rebound Edey.
Incredible reaction by Chet Holmgren on that block. Ja Morant went behind the back so quickly to Edey, but Chet Holmgren one step and was able to deter him at the rim.
Edey got position down low. At that time, slams it home. Good look on the dump down by Jaren Jackson.
And you can see early, Edey already with 3 touches in the paint. As a dive man, he wasn't getting that many opportunities when they played in the regular season.
Air ball by Williams, but Dort got the offensive rebound. Now Dort buries a 3. Career year for Lou Dort in three-point shooting. Thunder by 2. We know how good he is as a defender. Been made 173, shooting better than 41% from out there. Morant doubled. Dort hits the deck. Morant, tough shot. Well defended, Dort. Williams in the open floor. Goes through the lane. Puts it up and in.
because of great pursuit, and you see it right here on the part of Lou Dort. John Morant thought he was going to be able to get that mid-range off. Instead, the deflection, and then this. Changing ends of the floor. OKC thrives on it. Off of a turnover, defensive rebound. That ball is coming out, and it is going to be pushed. I think it was an excellent timeout by Thomas Isolov right there to make sure, get this crowd to quiet down a little bit and be able to get a set you want here coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, that was Mark Daigneault, the Oklahoma City coach of the year last year, now in his 5th season. Congrats to his wife, Ashley Kent. She's an assistant on the Oklahoma gymnastics team, which just won their 7th national championship. Shot clock at 5 for Memphis. Deep 3, and it's an air ball from Morant. He's 1 of 4 to start the game.
Well, OKC came out in a 2-3 zone out of that timeout, and I'm certain Memphis wasn't really expecting that. You don't see OKC go to a zone, certainly in the first quarter. They'll sprinkle in some possessions, but that's very early to hit them with that look.
And my apologies to Mark. Ashley Kerr is her name, not Ashley Kent. Hartenstein there with the stick back, and Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead, an 11-2 run for the Thunder. The double bigs for Oklahoma City give offenses so much trouble. Nice pass by Morant to Conchar. You've got the 2 best teams in the league in terms of record, the Cavs and the Thunder, going with double bigs. Is that the future?
Well, listen, a lot more teams are doing it, but you better make sure if you're going to do it, as Hartenstein hits him with another floater, if you're going to do it, you better make sure you've got great versatility and guys that can defend on the perimeter, which both teams do.
Turnover by Memphis, something that the Grizzlies have to avoid in order to win today. They had 19 turnovers in their loss Tuesday in the first play-in game against Golden State.
Yeah, this is a shot I think more and more bigs need to start to emulate. It's going to take a lot of practice, a lot of repetition to develop that kind of touch, but you can see the number of shots Hartenstein can get off that a lot of bigs can't, because they've got to take it all the way to the rim.
Check in with Katie for more.
Well, guys, Hartenstein says he has his father to thank for helping him perfect his unique push floater. His dad was more of a guard when he played basketball, so he trained Isaiah to consistently work on his touch. Hartenstein said the push floater didn't become a signature of his until he got to the league. With guys being more athletic and taller, he says it's the easiest shot to get off over top of big defenders. It just feels natural at this point.
And hard to than the guys we just saw there, with Morant able to put that one up and in over his outstretched arm. Hartenstein on his 16 took a while to find a home. He had it with the Knicks, was there for a couple years, and then signed with the Thunder in the offseason. 5 points for Morant. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 4. Konchar's 3 no good. And Hartenstein had it knocked away, but out of bounds off Memphis. You could win $1 million with a perfect bracket. Make your playoff picks with NBA Pick'em Bracket Challenge presented by Castrol for your chance to win big. Play free at NBA.com/bracket or on the NBA app. So far, the leading scorer for Oklahoma City is Hartenstein with 6. Shai 1 of 5, 0 of 2 from 3. 4 points, 2 assists. Dort faked the launch and called for traveling after the pump fake.
Yeah, he wanted to shoot that 3, but that's the length of Santi Aldama, I think, came into effect there on the closeout, made Lou Dort reconsider it, and then when he tried to put it down, he shuffled those feet.
Inside 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Memphis with the ball down 4. Morant got the defender off his feet. Another floater off the front iron. He couldn't believe he left it short. Holmgren penetrates, attacking Bagley. Strip, but a foul called on Conchar for the reach-in. Second team foul on Memphis.
And I think this has been a big difference in Chet this year with his ability to put it on the deck. But this is John Morant getting to his spot. This is the 3rd time he's gotten into that area of the lane, and he's got the great elevation. It's a big part of his game against bigger defenders, and he really wanted that one back because he left it on the front rim.
And again, that ankle looks fine, just like it did on Friday night. Reports where there were a couple of injections taken before that Friday night game. He was not on the injury report for this game, but looks explosive so far, but just 2 of 6 from the floor. Meanwhile, the Thunder making substitutions, as they often do. They are incredibly deep as Caruso checks in. Excellent defender, and Dort will take a seat.
Yeah, well, listen, John Morant's been in the lane a few times, and you can get in the lane against the Thunder because their guards fight so hard over the top of screens, so you're able to get into the paint. Where OKC is special is that next line of defense and the way that they attack driving lanes and then close out to shooters.
First points for Holmgren. He's 0 for 3 from the floor. So Memphis going with a smaller lineup with Marvin Bagley, the former #2 pick in the NBA draft in 2018, playing the 5. Aldama missed the tip-in. Beautifully done with the left hand. Just kind of batted it home.
Incredible left-hand tip there by Aldama, who really barely had come down and got that second jump off so quickly.
Step back three. Too strong by Shea. Holmgren then lost it, but another Memphis foul.
Well, Santi Aldama finding that first look difficult against OKC, as you often do, but stay with it and good things happen. Memphis playing tough here early at OKC. OKC's offense they didn't have a year ago. The ability to screen for a big and then get to those open pockets in the middle area of the floor. It's not a pick and pop three like Holmgren likes. This is a little different. You can get that 10-footer off. Very important against a guy as big as Zach Edey.
But overall, not good shooting right now by the Thunder, and in particular, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. You have to wonder about Russ. The Thunder hadn't played since last weekend, but most of the key players for Mark Daigneault's team, including Gilgeous-Alexander, they haven't played since April 8th.
And Mark Daigneault said, given the alternative, he'll take this every day of the week because it represents fresh, energized legs. He said they had some guys dealing with some nagging things as the season came to a close. You're able to address that and get everybody at full strength. But clearly there could be some shooting issues early when you've been off this long.
And they're 1 for 6 from 3. They're making their free throws, though. Holmgren 4 of 4. He's got 4.6 rebounds. They're 6 of 6 as a team at the line. Memphis yet to shoot a free throw. Grizzlies at 37% from the floor so far in the game. Bane on the drive, flips it up, and gets the roll. Desmond Bane with his second field goal.
And we saw 2 of those against Dallas on Friday night. His ability to hang in the air and extend that ball away from his body before he releases it.
His last game against the Thunder in the regular season, he went 1 for 12. So already better than that tonight with 2 of 3. Holmgren for 3. First basket of the game for Chet Holmgren. Great three-point shooter, near 40% for the big guy. Pippen Jr. got the defender off his feet, missed the shot. Rebound Holmgren blocking out Bagley as the Grizz continue to go small. Holmgren has the last 7 points, but Shea will shoot it. Missed the three-pointer, but fouled by Aldama. Going to be 3 free throws. 2 quick fouls on Aldama. And Shea back to the line where he's 2 of 2.
I was about to say that's a great step up and contest by Aldama. Just a little bit of lower body contact as Shea was coming down from that shot. The anticipation was perfect. That's where you have to be when you defend the screener. Yeah, I mean, he's up in a position of readiness, and he gets off the ground at exactly the right time, but a little bit of contact.
потерять ночам и дням, и с головой от мира трудной пройти сторонкой в Божий храм. 3 раза преклониться к Богу, 7 осенить себя крестом, тайком за плеванному полу горячим прикоснуться лбом, кладя в тарелку крошек медный, ты да еще 7 раз подряд поцеловать столетние пятны и зацелованный оклад. А воротясь домой обмерить на тот же грош кого-нибудь и за голодного от двери, игнув ногою от...
It's so cold. Now I'm wondering how I'm gonna get you back. Hey, nothing about to make it right. Jamila ya payment. The doggy da bangan Jamila ba. The doggy da banji Marianta ba. Hey, wayo, I name a man Jamila. Jamila, don Allah gida babu abin da zai raba mu har abada. Jamila, zuciya na ɓaciwa. Gida gida, gida gida, gida gida. Ooh, no matter what people do or say, this love will never die. If I knew I never hurt you so bad, drinking so much, too much women in my life, kwashe mata. Jamila, I'm so sorry. I mean a girl in a dogida na gan Jamila na in a dogida in Jamila in ci abincin Jamila. Wayo.